Okay, so here's probably kind of a rant about Windows and why I hate it. I have this here. I'm trying to update it. I just tried messing with surfaces.msc. There was a guy with there was an article showing you like, okay, set these to automatic, and I saw one that was said manual. So I'm like, okay, the update service, and then the background intelligent whatever. And what it does is it'll restart, and then it'll say we couldn't do the update, and then it's like putting everything back the way it was. So let's see. Probably put this on YouTube. Everybody's like, why do you use Linux? Why do you use Linux? This is why. And I'd say updates are very much more elegant. You don't have to restart the computer for every little thing. Only time you restart is for a kernel update, and usually you don't have to restart right away. It'll just apply on the next restart. Okay, so here we are in Grub. Windows 11's actually kind of has its own issues. Let's see. Yeah, guess what? We couldn't complete the updates. And guess what? It keeps complaining to me, your computer is severely out of date. I'm like, no shit. It's been like 4 months out of date. I'm not reinstalling Windows because it's just not really worth it. And I have all these games here that I need to keep, which is the only reason why I still have Windows. If Proton would work and I could play PUBG and my Fall Guys, supposedly they're supposed to fix the anti-cheat, but they haven't because it just doesn't work. At least on my Arch Linux. So, but whatever. My PUBG and my Fall Guys, at least Among Us works, and Yume Nikki, but those are TD games. They don't count. But yeah, it just sucks. Also, everything's unified. You don't have to get this telling you to update, and it's not even going to update itself. It just directs you to the website so you can download the new version. When you use your package manager, it is just way better. It's just all through one place, or at least it's a few places. Maybe if you have your Snap or your Flatpaks. I've never seen this yet. Your device has missing important security and quality fixes. There are some problems installing updates, but we'll try later. Also, this troubleshooter ain't worth shit. Where's your troubleshooter? Where's a troubleshooter? Troubleshoot. This is going. Also, I really like tiling window managers. I found them to be very good for my, Okay, we have to reboot the computer and then try running Windows Update again. Okay. Checking registry keys. You're not going to reboot? I thought you were going to reboot. Honestly, it's probably just doing this because I screwed around with services.msc. I think it wanted me to restart, right? Yeah, let's restart. I probably should have went to the start menu and hit restart, not update, but this should be foolproof anyway. If I can't do it, a casual person can do it. Where's your cat at? Ugh, I need a new chair. Yeah, I need a new chair. Also, the steep requirements. I ran Arch Linux on a Pentium 4. A 64-bit Pentium 4 running latest Arch Linux and everything. And it ran pretty good for being like almost 20 years old. Meanwhile, this PC from 2018 with a Ryzen 5 1600. This is a gaming PC from 2018 with a Ryzen 5 1600 RX 580. I believe it has TPM, but I'm not sure if it's good enough. It might be 1.2. It might because you need 2.0. And guess what? It's not compatible because it needs to be second or third gen Ryzen. Yeah, my budget gaming rig from 2018 is not Windows 11 compatible. So, yeah, Linux for the win. And what is going on? It will not take 3 minutes for my Linux to update. Getting Windows ready. I wish this computer had a hard drive indicator, but they kind of got rid of those on new computers, as well as the optical drive. But yeah, I'm glad my laptop has hard drive indicator. Honestly, I need to look for the header on it. I have extra LEDs. I'm getting impatient. We're gonna make this video go over 10 minutes. This could be the optimal YouTube video. Oh yeah, and everyone and the websites are like, okay, run SFC /scan now. That never worked. Never worked. Never fixed it. SFC scan now. Oh yeah, one thing I miss is having a clicky hard drive. If you didn't have a hard drive indicator, activity indicator, you can just listen to the hard drive and hear if there's ticking or not. But I have a hard drive, but it's not my main drive. I have an SSD for my main drive. So the computer can boot up in like 10 seconds, or 20 seconds or whatever. Well, Arch Linux would boot up in like 10 seconds. But yeah. Pop! OS is cool. I think it had a special bootloader, so you can boot up in like 3 seconds. That was pretty cool. But if this goes to 10 minutes, I'm shutting off the computer forcibly, and it actually is not good. Not really a Windows thing, I don't think. But if you shut off the computer forcefully, I think it's because I have a cheap SSD. It was like $30 for like 500 gigabyte. It's a light on. I mean, I thought that was a good brand. I have a CD drive that's light on. But yeah, the bootloader will just die. Grub will just die. You have to boot off of the CD. I have a CD. Oh, I was about to say screw it. I was probably about 2 seconds away from shutting off the computer forcibly. Here you go. It's not 10 minutes yet, but it was going to be. What's it gonna be? Drum roll. Bullshit. Bullshit. All right, I'm gone. Bye. Bye. Linux. Linux, let's go. You know what happens when you update? Okay. You want to know how to update Arch Linux? Also, it tells you you're going to lose your work. You're going to lose your saved work of other people that may be logged in. I'm the only person on here, and I just started up the computer, so no. No. I'm the only... Well, I mean, if you count the secret administrator account when you're in safe mode, maybe. I mean, maybe I should use Gentoo. Maybe I'll even the pace for how long it takes for Windows to update. God. Okay, let's type her password in one hand. Okay, can we do this in one hand? Jeez. Okay, now we do a Paru. Arch, by the way. This is quite a big update too, so I'm evening out the playing field. Update all your KD dependencies. Get you a new kernel too. We're making it even. How about that? Usually you only have like 3 things because I'm a update freak. Linux is kind of bad though sometimes. Honestly, just don't get NVIDIA graphics and you're probably going to be okay. At least that's what people say. I have NVIDIA Optimus, so I'm kind of bad on my laptop. I have NVIDIA Optimus, so yeah, no. Please don't get NVIDIA Optimus. Don't get NVIDIA, actually. If you have a 980, maybe. I think the drivers are open source there. But the thing about it is that you can be working while you're doing this stuff. Maybe if you're not updating Firefox, because Firefox is kind of annoying. It's like, oh, we just need to do this one thing to update, but yeah, you can do whatever. You can do whatever. You can look at people of color and Mr. Beast and Hispanic people. The Hispanic community. How Linux users install Minecraft. Okay, so here's what you do: is you Paru multi-MC. And you hit 1. Or you can get clone it. I need to watch this later. Weirdest file manager I never heard of. What is it? Yeah, you install multi-MC, and that's actually a pretty good launcher. They have new support for Microsoft accounts, so yeah. I might actually upgrade to a Microsoft account before they lock me out. So, yeah. Yeah, and you can update your sudo snap, and we have our auto-filling fish shell. Maybe if you tell me how to autocomplete in ZSH, I could probably try it, but yeah, that's it. Linux for the win, and Yeah, screw Windows.